Hey guys, welcome back to That Spiritual Mindset, and you're with Krishwan. And what do you want to talk about today? Food, 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 food. Okay, so let's talk about food. Okay, how food makes you feel. Like everything else is an energy molecule, food is also energy, right? It has energy. It has molecules in it that has energy in it. And when you eat food, it makes you feel a certain way. Well, not for the people who are not who are not sensitive to energy much. It makes you feel the same damn way. But food really contributes to the energy that you put into your body, like literally a lot. It contributes so much to the extent that your mood can be different. Okay, and yes, positive. You might say, yeah, it's only a thing of the mind. Positive people can stay positive, but still they are putting their energy to make themselves positive when they are eating a food that's bringing their vibration down. You know, it's like taking a clean vessel, putting it into dirty water, and then taking the vessel out and washing it back again. You're using so much of energy to make the vessel clean. You might as well have not put that vessel into dirty water. You know, you just kept it clean all along. Food, okay, and how that how that connects to that idea, I'll tell you right now. A lot for meat eaters out there, there's a little bit of bad news coming up. A lot of the food that we eat in meat, like meat, okay, a lot of the food that we eat, especially like meat eaters, we eat meat that is like meat is animals, yes, and animals have a brain. And they process energies as well. You take a sword next to an animal is gonna get scared. It's gonna get afraid, and through its life, it would have not only got afraid when you took the knife to cut it, or when the butcher took the knife to cut it, or when it was just about to die, but it would have got afraid in million other points in its lifetime too, and all that would have been stored in the animal like stress. Now for you guys, I've taught you EFT, how to get rid of stress, but for the animals, they don't know that. So they don't know how to get rid of the stress, and the stress is stuck in their body, okay, like literally stuck in their body in lots of places. And especially when you're torturing an animal, you're doing that, doing this. A lot of times, animals are also kept in like cages before they are cut and all that kind of stuff. And all of this keeps like the animal tormented throughout its lifetime, keeps the animal itself feels fear all the freaking time, feels low negative energies all the freaking time, and then it dies. Okay, and that corpse is what we are eating. So that negative energy, that energy of fear and maybe loneliness and maybe anger against the people for caging it, and maybe frustration and all these energies that is locked up in the animal, now in the dead animal, which is the corpse, is what you're eating, is what we are eating as meat eaters, for the meat eaters. That energy is what you're consuming in. Once again, it's like taking a clean vessel and filling it up with dirty water and be like, oh shit, the vessel became dirty, now we need to clean it again. Okay? That is exactly what it is. You are consuming meat that has gone through tormentation and torture and fear and all these negative vibes that you don't want in your body. You're consuming that, and you're like, oh, the chicken is really tasty. Yeah, it probably is. The masala and the flavors added to it is really good. But what you're putting in your system is that energy. And what happens as a consequence is like a lot of us get angry. And so in order to battle this energy, positive thinkers would put in their positive notations to it and be like, oh, I'm always positive. Yeah, you're always positive, but you're always putting in energy to battle that out. After you eat food, you feel freaking heavy. Especially a meat eater, you're feeling heavy when you eat that meat, because that meat is dragging you down. It's making you feel lazy, it's making you feel tired, it's making you feel angry. Where is that anger coming from? That anger has been stored in that meat, and that meat is getting into your body. So that energy of anger and fear and tormentation that has been in that chicken is now in your body and spread to your body. Once again, taking the clean vessel and putting it into dirty water and being like, oh fuck, the vessel is dirty. Okay, so this is what happens when you eat meat. Step 2, so when you stop eating meat, you feel a lot lighter. Okay, you feel a lot lighter. I used to eat meat before, like a regular Chipotle chicken burrito user. Okay, but I stopped eating meat because I understood that I'm putting something in my body that is not benefiting me. I feel heavy. I don't feel energetic. I don't feel like getting up and doing shit. And I stopped eating meat. For me, it was an easy transition because I was born and raised vegetarian, with dairy products and whatnot. And so it was an easy transition. For many of y'all it might not be, but understand that the taste is not so really important, and how it makes you feel, how food makes you feel is important, more important than the taste that you get in your mouth. The taste lasts for what, 30 minutes, 40 minutes at the maximum, 1 hour if you're eating freaking slowly. Yeah, but how it makes you feel lasts for the whole freaking day. You gotta understand that, guys. You gotta value your body and the feelings you get more than the food you want to eat and the food you want to taste. Your intuition will also guide you in the right direction. Okay, a lot of times follow your intuition. If your intuition is strong, and if you know how to follow your intuition, and it'll guide you whether you want, whether the food is right for you or not right for you. And most of the time we'll be eating food with the energy we resonate. We are a little frustrated, angry, egoistic people. We might be eating that meat on a day-to-day basis, and we'll be like, oh, it's all fine, it's all cool, because obviously it's bringing you the energy that is your own energy is resonating with the energy of meat, which is like the egoistic, fearful, blah 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 person. But then in due time, pain and suffering will come through, which will be like, oh, now I need to do something in order to get rid of this egoistic pursuit, or this fearful pursuit, or whatever that's pulling you down. And then cutting out meat becomes an important part of the process as well. Or you can just start doing it right away, and you'll see a difference of how light you become, how light your body gets. Okay, when now let's say you understood that, okay, this meat contains this dirty energy, and I'm consuming that dirty energy, and it's making me feel this way, and it's just adding extra toxic shit to my body that I don't really need, toxic energy shit to my body that I don't need. And now you're a vegetarian. From a vegetarian, you can now switch to being a vegan as well. Okay, if you're go to this vegetarian part, spend like about a year, 6 months, or how much of a time you like in this vegetarian part. That includes cow's milk. Okay, remember, the cow is there. Even the cow is an animal. Okay, even the cow goes through things in its life. Okay, it's not like the cow is like a plant that gets its food from sunlight. No, the cow doesn't get its food from sunlight. It eats plants that gets its food from sunlight. But again, the cow is an animal, and it goes through like stress or worries and tensions and whatnot, because it maybe have a kid, or it's doing something, or a lot of times when they take out milk from the cow, it's just like, I don't give a fuck about the cow, just squeeze the fucking milk out of the cow, and that's it. as ironic that sounds, not ironic really, but really, so cow is going through stress as well, and that milk that you're getting from the animal product, cow, goat, whatever it is, whatever cheese you're getting, is also having a little bit of those energies. So when you become vegetarian, you will become light, and as you become light, it also helps with spiritual growth, because your whole body is now vibrating at a lighter frequency. It's not in a heavier, dense, dirty frequency as the meat. It's starting to vibrate at a lighter frequency. Things are happening. You're becoming more loving and compassionate and all that kind of stuff, all the good stuff, all the stuff that you feel like it's good, pretty much. Once that happens and you switch over to being a vegan, you get even more lighter, because now you're taking out all the dairy products and all that milk that is coming out from a stressed cow, Yes, you're not eating the carbs, which is the worst, which is it has the dirtiest energy in it. But now you're you're drinking the milk, and the milk is also causing a little bit of. But by that time, you would be sensitive to that energy and want to know. If you're okay with vegetarian, be vegetarian, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine. But if you're too, like, at one point in my spiritual growth, in my process, very recently I had to cut out milk, and in India, milk is so freaking important in almost, like, in so many dishes. It's very important, but I just couldn't have any more milk, no more cheese. And I go back and forth, I still go back and forth time and again, sometimes to test myself, sometimes to feel how it would feel, sometimes to just do it because just to experiment with it. And it's not adjusting to my body, because my body energy is becoming lighter and lighter, higher and higher, and that milk is becoming more sensitive to my energy. And it's like my body's like, nah, we need to eat light food. We can't eat that milk, we can't eat that cheese. No, it's just not for us anymore. So that's the next step, from where you could go from vegetarian to vegan. And in vegan also you can incorporate a lot of fruits, blah blah blah. And as you become lighter and lighter, you require less food. Okay, I have been feeling this is directly from my experience. You just require less food, and you're still energetic. In fact, one day I walked for 4.5 hours. No kidding. I had a very light breakfast, and after like about 2-3 hours, I was like, okay, let me go explore the areas in India. So I took off and I walked for 4.5 hours. This 4.5 hours, I didn't have a drop of water. It's just like taking in air and breathing in air, like eating air, like as though it was my daily diet. Like literally, I didn't need that, because I felt like every time I took in the air is also energy. Remember, so when you're eating air, when you're taking in air, you can visualize it actually energizing your molecules, and it will do so. Okay, but that is for another day. That is like a breatharian, whatever. That's for a totally different day. But today we are focusing on food. So when you switch to vegan, being a vegan also, you slowly start, as your energy goes high and high, you start realizing that you don't need that much food. You're good without food, and as you take in the air itself is giving you more energy to, do your daily work and daily things. So I'll wrap this out over here. Once again, this is from That Spiritual Mindset by Krishwan. And if you resonated with this video, if you like this video, like, subscribe and share, and hit the bell notification to get notified about other videos as well. Okay, bye, take care.